Faerie Protective Services, Chapter 4. Despite keeping my voice even, I was a long way from calm. Adrenaline shoved its way through my bloodstream, making my heartbeat speed up and fingers twitch despite my death grip on the steering wheel. Any one of those spasms could have sent us careening into the concrete medium to my left or the traffic to my right, so I doubled down on my hands, on what I could touch. Do not crash, I thought. Don't slow down either. Oh, and try to remember the most pressing issue at hand. Issues like the fact that someone was shooting at us, and I didn't know where they were. They had to be close, though. Despite the misleading name, the things that popular culture thinks of as silencers do nothing of the sort. In real life, suppressors can remove the sound of a gunshot no problem, but can't tackle the sharp crack of a supersonic bullet smashing through the sound barrier. The bullet that had cratered my passenger side window had arrived without either the supersonic crack of a high-speed bullet or the loud boom of a gunshot. That meant whoever was shooting at me was using a suppressed, slow-moving bullet. Though there's really no such thing as fully bulletproof glass, the stuff I'd installed in my Jeep came damn close. A bullet flying slower than the speed of sound, if fired from a silenced weapon like a submachine gun or a pistol, may have been quiet enough to make it hard for me to pin down its origin. Bullets that slow, however, wouldn't have enough oomph to crater my window, unless it had been fired from very close range. Bullet resistant or not, even my window would break if enough slowpoke rounds hit it. If I'd still been in the Army, I'd have thrown gunfire in all directions in an attempt to make the shooter put their head down. This was Texas, though, not Faerie, and the last thing that we needed was for me to add blind gunfire to a densely trafficked area. Stop bullshitting and get off the X, I thought. Find an off-ramp, find something, just get off the damn X. The highway we were on was a two-way, under construction 16-lane monstrosity split down the middle with 3-foot-high blocks of concrete. The last 3 exits we'd passed were closed off with bright orange cones and still more blocks of concrete. A sign that flashed by told me that the nearest off-ramp that wasn't under construction was the better part of 2 miles away. Within moments of reading it, I heard 2 more thuds as new craters and accompanying spiderweb cracks appeared in the passenger side window, about even with Tati's head. "What the fuck is that?" repeated Tati, still looking at the bullet-dented window. "We're being shot at," I said. "Hold on, I'm looking for an exit." "Shot at?" asked Tati. To my surprise, her voice wasn't panicked or disbelieving. She was angry. Another pair of bullets smacked into the window. We couldn't have that, so I swerved back towards the fast lane, and another pair thunked into the heavily armored side panel of the Jeep. Tati's eyes went cold, and she started squinting out the window. "Where are they?" she asked, her nose an inch from the reinforced glass. "I don't know," I started to say, then stopped when I saw her undo her seatbelt and start cranking on the knob which lowered the windows. "Don't open the windows," I snapped, trying to split my attention between her, the potential shooters, and the traffic-filled highway. Tati ignored me and kept lowering the passenger side window. "Damn it, Tati," I said as my temper flared. "Don't open the window." "I can stop them," she said, interrupting me. "You could also let in a bullet that kills us both," I said back. "What we need to do is find an exit. Fast." Tati glanced at the highway, then at the craters that the bullets had made in the window. "Fuck it," she said, then dipped a hand into her pocket just long enough to retrieve a thick-tipped Sharpie that was a near clone to the one on my own person. She started scrawling a tangle of half-familiar shapes on her left hand, all while whispering in a language that I recognized but was far from fluent in. Before I could stop her, she finished her design and shoved her arm out of the half-lowered window. Though I couldn't follow everything she said, I knew, with absolute certainty, the meaning of her final word. "Strike," said Tati, in what I knew as the language of Faerie. There was a flash, and the world outside the Jeep seemed to explode. This has been Faerie Protective Services, Chapter 4 by Robert McKinney. Read by me, McKinney, the author. Thank you so much for listening. I really can't wait to get the next chapter in your hands. I'm having so much fun doing these YouTube videos. And until next time, stay safe out there. Bye.